Good evening, everyone. I am Sally Benjamin, and I'll be taking you through this React project. So, that's the task I had shared was to design this image. What you see here is a simple landing page, and with the hero section, we have footer and application and app bar, which is navigation bar. So we're going to look at how to design this in React using TypeScript. I already initialized the project. You just use npx create React app. To do that, I already made a video on that. You can just check this playlist, the very first video, how to install React onto your PC and create a brand new project. So let's open this in VS Code. Now, let's get rid of the file we're using. Any others? Let's clear some of this information that may throw errors. And let's just empty our app.tsx because this is where we're going to have our routing information. In fact, let us install our routing packages right now. That's npm install React. Then you also need Material UI, MUI, also MUI style, and also we need icons, MUI. So basically I'm going to be using just Material UI just to do the styling, and you can even do it better using Tailwind because when the demo, which actually let me just launch it so I can show it to you. Open a new window and I'll just open up what I had already made before. We have, it is called training. Just run this and see what it actually looks like. This is what I made at first. So I'm going to try and make something quite similar to this. This is npm run start. Give it a few minutes. Having this install. Open up the terminal, or open up the browser so that you can run localhost. Okay, and now we have the demo that I made. It's about to show up. Yeah, so we're going to try and design something like this. It is quite similar to the image I shared. Craft tools. So desktop. Yeah, it's quite similar to this that I shared. You can see that. Look at them side by side. It's also responsive, I forgot to say. It's quite responsive, so we also have that responsiveness. We're going to try and create something very, very similar to this. And how we're going to do that is just look at the Material UI documentation, Material I from MUI you can get all the information that you need. All the components, they have components already built in for you. Everything that you need all within the website. So this logo SVG because it doesn't exist anymore. So we're going to create the folder for components. So we're going to create a folder for pages. I'm also going to create a folder for assets. That includes our images and everything. So I'm just going to get them from this previous project, and from this I already did everything. And just and take it here, paste. So we have all the images we need are already here, so that's great enough. We need one image, and the routing information is going to be in here. I can begin by writing that. Router, and now this we are going to put all the pages. Right now we don't have any pages, so let's create some. When you have one page, which is a home page, and let's create a folder for that. No, a file. So it's home.tsx. I have a snippet extension for TypeScript, which makes it very easy to make these templates and stuff. Then we need three components. We need the footer, the navigation bar, and the hero section, which contains all the information that you're seeing here. The page where I think project management, and the image, that is all the hero section. So in the hero section, just the three components. We're going to have footer, we're going to have new file, tsx, and we're also going to have hero.tsx, right? And now in the pages, only thing that we need is a hero, so that's what we're going to be calling here. Did I initialize it? Which is a shortcut for our snippets. Hero. And that's all we need for the home. We're not going to touch that again. What we're going to be touching are these three components so that we can design everything. Then we need the footer, RFCE. Navigation bar is something really special. I'll show you how we're going to do that. Actually, I can just show you. We're going to get the we're going to get all the we're going to get component from Material UI. But let's just make sure we have installed. If you want to install Material UI, you need to install it using these commands. Yeah, just copy that and actually just paste it in your navigation bar. Well, right now installing Material UI and Material UI icons. You can see that icons, but it's still taking its time. What we're looking for is an app bar. Material UI, so that you can, when you work with Material UI, just know you don't really have to have everything from the very beginning. That's why I actually like Material UI, because it makes it really simple to build stuff with. It gives you components out of the box. You have to just edit them. So this looks good. I'll go with this. So responsive. I want one with the burger menu. Yeah, share the code. We're using TypeScript. Don't forget to select TypeScript from here. Copy that, and then go to your navigation bar. Make sure to change the title appropriately, the function name to match your. Although it's not needed, it's just good for. Just a good practice to have the function name, the main function, being the same as your file name. Maybe something I got from JavaScript, but yeah, I treat it as a good habit to always have those two being the same. So make sure you're exporting it so that you don't get any errors in the navigation bar, right? And now, as I said, we have to copy this and make sure I properly installed it. Paste this. We already have this, we're just getting these other two. And that would be it. So we have the navigation bar. And now in the app.tsx, what we need outside, in between here, we're going to put the navigation bar. Navigation bar from the components. Then we also need the footer. And then in the routes, we just need our one home component route. The path is just that, and we have the element being it's going to be home, and it's come from pages. Then just close that. That's it. Routing. So we're done with the routing, we're done with the pages. Now we just have to work on our three components, right? But before that, let's let it first fully install and first see what we have right now in comparison to this. Yeah, that will just be basing off this to know how far we've actually gone. It's now done. Now let's try and run this. It is npm run start. The port 3000 already being used, so you can start on 3001. can see we have our footer, we have our hero section, and yeah. So we have so you see in our comparison to this, we just have to now make the navigation bar kind of look like this. So first of all, we have to remove the Z index and remove the box shadow from the navigation bar. So let's first do that, so that we have it somehow looking similar to what we have in our picture. So what we're going to do, if you realize we use Material to get this, so it's not a normal component. In Material, instead of style, we have SX, right? So we'll just have to put our components in there. So it's SX, and in SX we're going to have box shadow being equal to 0, and also going to have Z index being equal to 0. Then also want it to be transparent, so the color is going to be transparent. Yeah, transparent, right. And now our words have changed the color. So in this, we don't need some of these things. We don't need the settings. We don't need these. So wherever it's going to error from, which is going to be around down here, we don't need this. We totally don't need this. We can remove this. We actually can remove this whole box. We don't need this whole box. Also these, we don't need these. Need this state, and then we can just remove the useless components and just hit save. Then in the menu where we're mapping over all of these pages, we have to change the colors to black, so that you can actually see what we're so that you can actually see them, right? So it's color. Use the SX component, or it's a typography. Actually, for typography, we just type the color right inside there, so it's going to be black from there, and it's not supposed to like error and stuff. So now I'm supposed to be able to see those. It's changing the color to white, it's changing it to another color, it's changing it to black for now, but they're too much to this side, so let's increase their flex growth to 3. Actually, this one's already having a lot of space. Let's increase the box of the logo. Let's change this one to 5 or something. Taking more space. Not that component, it's not that component, it is another component. We have to find it. We have to find it. Okay, it is it is this component, and we're going to give it flex row of 8, or no, I give it one of let me take up more space so that we have these ones a little bit central. There's a lot of space to give it too much. Let's change it to 3. Still a lot. Let's change it to something lower until we get it where we want it to be. Kinda not 1. Alright, I think I can go with that. So now we have which products do we have according to this. We have home, our stories, and pricing. We have home, our stories, pricing, and we also have one last one called support, and we can just easily put that in here. Now, how are we going to get the support to have that bar over there? So when they're mapping here, just make a check for when page is equal to support. Make a ternary function, page is equal to support. You want to actually begin with this bar over there, and then when it's not, you're going to have this but without the bar. And that's it. One thing that I've noticed with the button is that it's automatically making them capital letters, so you have to change the text transform and the string, none as a string. We come back here. We have to do that for both of these. Yeah, I may also have to give some space over here. We can wrap this in a span, or I could just use a lot of spaces, but that is not advisable. I can try and use these. I'll just use these instead. NBSP, and I'll do this a bunch of times, but advisable, don't do this. I'm just doing it for now. So we have these in a specific color, that's alright. Then we are going to change this, and we are going to have a little thing at the very end of it. Have a little box components. At the very end, just copy that and just have another box component. Finish that and just have search icon. And then let's see where it has positioned itself. Let's give it the color black for now. Let's see where it is. Place. No? It's still compiling, yeah. It should be getting done. Right, so that's basically for the navigation bar. Let's give it a few minutes, it will change. I'll have changes to Codesk. Right, then just head to the footer. Something similar. I won't be using a div, I'm using a material box component. I just have to import it up here. From UI material, right? And I say I'm giving the components a div, and then I'm gonna give it some features. I'm gonna give it flex, display. Sorry, this is a display. And I'm gonna give it a width, height of 40. Just for now, so I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna give it a background color. Just so I can know what I'm doing right now. My icon came into the wrong place. Can fix that. Have it not being centered. So now in the footer, I can remove this background color. I would just want my icons here now. Simplest way of adding icons is just calling them. You have LinkedIn. You also have Instagram, and let me see if I have face. Yep. You just have to give it a bit more padding from the left, adding and just give it 30 pixels. That's okay. Trying to find out what I'm going to do with this. So this. Center it. Rather just have it there. That didn't settle it. Alright, I'm not going to make this very good. Right, let's remove it for now. So right now we have our icons here, we have our logos here. We're going to get the colors from somewhere else, and we have our hero section. So then now we come to the hero section. The hero section, we're going to have another container, UI, and then we're going to have a grid. Now grids are what we use to, this is the first one, is the container, second one is an item, telling it on MD, on medium-sized devices we want it to be 6, and then on small devices we want it to be 12. Yeah, and then copy that twice because we have 2 columns. And I forgot to say, you want this to take up at least, so that's going to be SX in height going to be 100% BH, which is for view height, stands for view height. And then we're now going to see our icons going to the bottom. So it's starting to look like what we want over here, kinda, yeah. So is it going to be responsive? Yes, it's going to be. I forgot to change this. Let's grow of 1 on medium-sized devices only, because it's going to affect the smaller screens. What did I do wrong? Centering something is not in the middle. The flex grow, right? You have this items, you have icons, and now on larger screens we have our buttons over here. Right now we're going to first have to add the image in our hero section, so we're basically done with this too. It's just coloring it in. That's going to make it look a little bit better. So first we're going to have to import our image. Import hero. Actually, I don't need the curly braces. Import hero from images to PNG. And now from here, just add the box component. It is image, and then let's add src what box y material src is equal to object which is hero image here. Let's give it a few properties, which is on the FF component. Object fit contain. So you can have it in a small space. Then we are going to have position, now center and center. Then we're going to have width being 100% and height being let me say 100 pixels. Big. It looks like a small devices. Yeah, that's just fine, no problem. So let's just add now the text things. And now what we have to add here is typography. Have to give it a size. Sizes, font size is 60 pixels, and we're going to have font weight being around 700. And the word in here is project. Right, just have to look a little bit bigger than this. Keep it small. Let's try and give it 800. 80 rather, not 800. Yeah, this is kinda it. Let's look at the size difference. Yeah, this is kinda okay. And what are the next words? Time to get organized. Alright. Same typography component. Let's have one typography sx font size only 60 pixels and a font weight say 62. It seems like I have to be 80. And I have a feeling I should actually have this only for MB safe devices, and then for smaller devices I reduce it to around 60 pixels. And these I will and then just have to close this. Time to organized. English. Organized. Perfect. Still a bit too big. Change it 30. That seems okay. Let's see. That still looks a bit big. Let me change to 40. Yeah, that kind of looks okay. Though this should also be reduced. On medium-sized devices. Then on smaller devices, we're going to have it being 20 pixels, right? So that looks okay. A bit too small, a bit too small, a bit too small. Let's have it being rather increase this to 40 and have this being at 50. I think either this one's gonna be at 30, right? On my side, I don't know actually. Now we need this other multicolored bar, which is just a simple box component, or rather what you'd call a div, but I like using the box component. Here, this is where we're going to apply our color, black. Be linear, right, then just add a bunch of random colors here. Let's add in this right back to the section. Yeah, linear gradient. Okay. Then we're going to try and have the width being 30%, container size, and the height being 40 pixels. And let's I want you to do the colors last because I want you to know that colors are very like super very important. So I normally use this website to get all my colors that I normally use. So guys, don't be like me. I normally use this website for getting all the colors I need, and it has very good colors. So gives you shades, really nice shades of colors. I really advise you guys to support them, and so that they can keep getting us better colors and stuff. Alright, let me keep pasting these so that we can see if it works. height is 30 pixels, not just a background. Change it to 20. And then we have some rounded border radius rather for radius, and have it being 5 pixels. Yeah. That's very small. Let me make that a bit bigger. I'll take up 40%. Giving him more rights. Be happy. And finally, we have margin I being about 10 pixels only. Okay, let's give it like 30 should do. Okay, starting to shape up to what we want. Come back here. Then we have these famous words. Why altimeter? No altimeter, but then the parameter. So another typography component, typography. Right there. Someone else is gonna put them there, yes, but yourself. Get this because what the writing is quite similar to this already. And paste that. Make these a bit smaller because it's way smaller than this. 30. Then yeah, I don't feel like you have to change it much on these. It's gonna be 25, right? Let's change this to the normal font. It's around 30-40. Yeah, this is still quite very big. Ooh, this is not supposed to be. Let me just close the box from here. Yeah, it's supposed to be like around 20, then it's supposed to be like 15. Let's look at this now. If not, we're still making it a bit too big. Yeah, this is okay. This is just fine. Yep. Keep looking at both. I think I'll keep it to 20 on both. I mean, it doesn't look so big. It doesn't look like it's going to give us a lot of problems. So let's leave it at 20 on both sides. Right. Devices. Alright, it really does look like it's going to give us problems. Let's take it. Okay, what's left? These two buttons. Now for these two buttons, all you have to do is have a similar grid component, or you could just have your two buttons together and just flex them. I'll just go with the buttons in what format, but okay. I'll leave it up to you. You guys can set up the buttons. You can try them out on your own. Basically, I think you can color this in, but at least you got the concept of it. I don't want this video to be like very long. Yeah, you can add the buttons. Good thing the source code for this one is already on GitHub, so you can just check out both. Yeah, and that's basically how you do it. Right, peace out. Don't forget to subscribe.